Yeah. So thank you very much for providing me this opportunity. Good morning to everyone. I am Priyank Maithani, PhD research scholar, and I will be covering cross-laminated timber (CLT) topic. So using wood in the form of a construction material is an ancient science, but using it in the form of a composite is a modern approach. So on that note, I would like to define cross-laminated timber. It falls under the category of mass timbers. Mass timber means small fragments of wood are joined together using different technologies to shape it for a larger component, and we call it mass timber. So few component falls under this category, such as cross-laminated timber CLT, glulam, LVL, and other products. CLT is a multi-layered engineering panel product in which the consecutive layers are orthogonally placed. Orthogonally placed means they are placed at 90 degrees to each other. It is technically also known as XLAM or Brett-per-rolls in German language. For manufacturing this sort of food composite, we use cold setting adhesives such as PRF, PUR, and EPI. PRF stands for Furan resorptional formaldehyde, PUR polyurethane, and EPI emulsion polymer isocyanates. Mostly softwood species are being utilized in CLT construction sectors such as pine, spruce, fir, cedar, and etc. Very little work has been done on hardwoods. So if you see the manufacturing process of cross-laminated timber, so starting from the base material which should be dried, kiln dried up to a moisture content of 10 to 15%. Uh, we can classify them according to the stiffness classes using acoustic tools, and other tools can be used for grading purpose. After that, trimming and finger jointing, two types of pressing is used. One is for edge bonding and other one is for surface bonding. So sidewise bonding will be required and lateral pressing will be required, which is also known as surface bonding. Uh, CLT offers us several advantages, such as prefabrication of application tailored elements. So we can prefabricate our construction material before planting it to the main site. So in laboratory conditions, we can prefabricate in the industry and then we can install at the main site. It also offers high dimensional stability and stiffness when we compare to other products, because we are using wood in the two directions, as I've told earlier, in 90-degree pattern. So it has ability to transfer load in both the dimensions. So we call it transfer loads in two dimensional loading. It has a suitability for earthquake zones also. A lot of studies have been reported in which they have said that CLT is a suitable material for earthquake prone zones. So based upon the performance of CLT in the seismic waves conditions. It also gives clean, dry, and fast modular on-site construction, as I discussed earlier. It has a bearing capacity against in-plane and out-plane stresses. In-plane and out-plane stresses stands for loading of elements in the direction of fiber. So if we are loading in the direction of the fiber on the top layer, it is known as in-plane, and the vice versa is called out-plane stresses. Other than all these advantages, CLT also offers a sustainability criteria. As we know that we are moving towards sustainability, it is a burning topic for nowadays. So through this product, we are also moving an inch towards the sustainability. So I would like to go you all through the some buildings, peculiar buildings of the world. Tallwood residence situated in Vancouver, Canada, residential kind of building and ranging up to the height of 53 meters. Treat Norway, situated in Norway, also a residential building and ranging up to the height of 49 meters. P3 Minneapolis office building situated in US is 7-story building ranging up to the height of 40 meters. Next one is the fort situated in Australia. It is also a apartment and residential kind of block and ranging up to the height of 32.3 meters. In this, the CLT floor walls and ceilings has been used in the form of CLT cross-laminated timber. Next one is Muse building. It is also situated at Norway. This is a hotel, restaurant, and office kind of building, and ranging up to 18 floors or 85.4 meters. Next one is Carbon 12. It is also situated at Portland, USA. This is also a residential and apartment kind of block, ranging up to the height of 85 feet. And in this, CLT has been used as ceilings, floors, and beams, and it is used in the combination of glasses, as we can see in the photographs above. Now, as far as progress at IWST is concerned, we are basically focusing the hardwood species. As we have discussed earlier that a very little attention has been provided for hardwood species in CLT construction sector. So we have focused mainly eucalyptus, melia, rubberwood, and for comparison purpose, we have taken two softwood also, radiata pine and cheer pine. We have used two cold setting adhesives, epoxy, and one component polyurethane. The two kind of pressing system we has used till now: hydraulic press and RF press, radio frequency pressing system. This is our Timban Mechanics Laboratory IWST, in which we have conducted some mechanical test, including static bending of 3-point and 4-point, and compression test as well, as we can see in the photographs. Now, if we compare the properties of hardwood versus softwood, initially this technology was initiated in the European region, Switzerland and Germany. So if we see, mostly the forest type, the raw material they get is the softwood material. So this may be one of the deriving factor that why most of the studies have been performed on softwood species. So if we here we can see the first two columns are showing rubberwood and Milliwood CLT, which we have conducted here at IWST, and we can compare these values with other global values of the softwood CLT, including Canadian black spruce, Irish Sitka spruce, and Australian radiata pine. Since this study is in progress phase, we don't have data for all the species, but if we see here, hardwood CLT are giving an extra edge over the softwood CLT from the experimental values, as we can see. If we see, durability is also a concern if we are erecting a structure using wood material. So durability will be an issue, at least in India. So we have conducted for termite and fungal attack resistance. We have used two chemicals, bifenthrin and CCB, and one control. Control means CLT without the treatment. So if we see average termite attack percentage after 6 months, so bifenthrin resisted completely the termite attack. So there were 0% attack on the wood samples. If we can the CCB, it was able to resist, but not fully. 30 to 40% of damage were there in the samples. And in the control, if we see, there is 100% damage. So it means that if we use CLT in control condition without giving any preservative treatment, so termite attack will be a problem there. Same we went for brown rot and white rot. Two species we have taken for brown rot and white rot as well. So here we can see average loss in grams. This one is average loss in gram, and the below is given the durability class on the basis of the performance in the test conducted in the IWST laboratory. So here we can see bifenthrin is giving class 1 results. CCB is also giving us a class 1 result in case of fungus, but control again is perishable for these biodegrading agents, we can say here. So here are again some photographs. We had installed samples treated and untreated for graveyard testing, termite testing, and here we can see the untreated samples were attacked in various ways by the termite, and here the treated samples were untouched by the termites. Here we can see through the photographs, and from the data we can also see. So CLT just revolutionized the construction sectors. Construction sector. It, as I described earlier, that we have been using wood for construction purpose since ages, but using it in the form of a composite, developing composite, and then using it for the purpose, it is surely a revolution in the construction sectors. It offers several advantages, as I have described earlier: stiffness, dimensional stability, two-way loading, and etc. since the most of the studies have been performed on softwood CLT, so still this concept is in nascent stage in India. This requires more attention, more standardization, and more research, and we are working upon it. This is also a step towards sustainability because we are using the resources judiciously. So judicious utilization of the resources is also a conservation, and basic need for a human life is a food, shelter, and cloth. So we are also moving to we are bringing this concept of sustainability in the shelter as well. We are moving something more eco-friendly, more sustainable than conventional materials like masonry, concrete, bricks, etc. So this was all about the CLT topic. Thank you.